this was Kanesville Town Square. It was not a small place. In July 4th, 1850, they had a celebration of Independence Day with a parade. Frontier Guardian reported 5,000 in attendance. They met here. They had a speaker stand. They had a lot of big tables where people brought food. They tied up their wagons and horses down by Indian Creek, which you remember we said wandered all over and came as far as Broadway. And then they came up here with their food and laid them out in tables. There were speakers. And when the speakers finished, then they came out to the street and started their parade. All the women were dressed in white. They started out with a band in front, then a flank of women, all dressed in white, and then some carriages, more women, then more carriages, more women. And at the end of the parade, which I don't know how long it was, they had another band. So it must have been a fairly long parade in order to have two bands at the same time. And they went a tour of the streets. And then they came back here, had more speeches, and after the speeches they went to the tables and had a feast. After the feast, Orson Hyde got on the public stand and waved his hat. He said, "Here you see me in my rough and ready hat." He said, "I'm on my way to Salt Lake, and I want you to be sure to vote in the August election." And then he got down and got on his horse, and he was accompanied, if I remember correctly, by Joseph Ellis Johnson, the poet, journalist, and they rode off, and many people rushed to their wagons and and carriages and followed Orson Hyde and Joseph Ellis Johnson, or J.E. as he called himself, all the way to the Welsh Tabernacle. I think we'll get a chance to see that site. And there they bid their final farewell, and these two men went on across the river and traveled quickly on to Salt Lake. But this was the town square. And over here on this side was a bakery and a warehouse. Now we'll go down and see some of the other business places as we go further south, further north.